Hi guys, it's Carol. How are ya? And Toby. Toby, can you sit up? So show me your pretty face. Yes, you're a good boy. This is July 3rd. Yes. We're outside sitting on my patio on our swing. Casey is on her way to come pick me up. Oh my gosh, she scared me half to death. There's this highway she has to drive on from her dad's to our apartments, and part of it is 2-lane, and they have fatal crashes on that 2-lane way too often. I hate that she has to drive on that, and that's the only way basically to get out of her dad's housing development. Scares me to death. She called me and I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't hear anybody say anything. So I hung up. Like sometimes our phones get crazy, you know. I hung up and I called her back and she wouldn't answer. And then she called me and all I could hear was crying. I thought, oh Lord, she's had a wreck on that highway. All I could hear was crying and she would never say anything. So I hung up and I called her back. She wouldn't answer. Finally, she called me back, and I said, are you okay? All I could hear was crying. She said, that was the dogs. And she's having issues with her phone. We have more trouble with our phone. I think it's the cell phone towers, not our phones, but scared me to death when all I could hear was this crying. She has her dad's, she has Andy in the car. I should recognize that cry. And I think she must have one of her dad's dogs, because that crying didn't sound all like Andy, but anyway, so now I'm flustered. But I want to do some shout outs. You know, yesterday's video, I told you I wanted to shout out somebody, but I couldn't find their channel. I got it now. It's Mima and Gigi's Place. Their description says, our channel is focusing on the struggles of aging seniors and encouraging those in the senior community and caregivers. They are the cutest two people. The daughter's name is Robin. Gigi is her mother. Gigi, I think, is 81. I don't know. But anyway, they are the cutest two. They're doing Christmas in July. And yesterday's video, Mima, Robin, was dressed up like Mima Claus. And Gigi is the cutest elf ever. They were doing Christmas in July, and if nothing else, go over and visit them just to see Gigi dressed as an elf. She is the cutest thing. They have 37 subs. I'm number 37. Come on, some of y'all, get them up to at least 40, okay? They are cute. They cook a lot. I've only seen a couple of their videos, but they cook really good food. So go over and see Mima and Gigi at Mima and Gigi's Place. I'll put the little @ sign thing, you know, how you can easily find them, and the channel name up there. Molly, please don't bark, baby. Sorry about that. I had to pick up my paper. I also want to give a shout out to Crafty Traveler 9238. Now this woman is amazing. I've been subbed to her for a while, but her most recent video, she was here in Amarillo, but she was here a couple of months ago. She was back in April, before we had our flood. Crafty Traveler is Lonnie, and she has 981 subs. Oh, let's try to get her to 1,000 so she can get monetized. She quilts, she watercolors, she does all kinds of crafty things. She loves to travel. She and her husband both. Her husband's name is Ernie, I believe, and she has been to at least 17 countries. When I read that, no telling how many more countries she's been to since then, but she's been to 17 countries. She's gone on quilting cruises. She's a quilter. I found out from her there are quilting museums. I didn't know that. My mother quilted all my life. She quilted. And I wish I could have taken her to a quilting museum. She would have loved that. But anyway, Crafty Traveler is, oh, I don't want to say it wrong. I think she's 72. She's in that range. She is on a cross-country trip by herself, just her and her schnauzer. They left California, they're going to Maine, and then they're going back to California. And this is not her first solo trip. She's been a camper all her life. And she has done trips with her husband, but she's done solo trips, like month-long camping, months long. I think she told me this one was going to take 4 months by herself, just her and her dog. His name is Snickers. He's a little silver schnauzer, gray schnauzer, salt and pepper schnauzer. I can't, you know, sometimes my brain doesn't work and I can't get words from my mind to my mouth to come out right. But anyway, Crafty Traveler. I'll put her information up here. Y'all go, let's see if we can get her to 1,000. You know, she only needs 19. And then this third one I want to shout out today is a huge channel. Casey told me about her. This, you know, I love to laugh. I'd rather laugh than cry, and I'm usually doing one or the other. And I like comedians if they're clean. I don't like them if they're get too ugly. But this comedian's name is Leanne Morgan. She is so funny. She's from Knoxville, Tennessee. And if you like to laugh, go check out Leanne Morgan. I've seen a lot of her videos. They're all clean. You just have to go. You just have to go watch her. She's currently on a tour, her Big Panty Tour, I believe she calls it. You'll have to watch the video on why she named it that. But she's not gross. She doesn't get nasty. She doesn't use ugly words. Leanne Morgan. I think you'll really like her. And then I found another channel. Probably nobody would be interested in this but me. But do any of you ever choke on your food? I have this condition. My psychiatrist told me it's called dysphagia, where it's mostly when I get stressed out. Everything, all of my health issues come back to me being a nervous wreck. That's all there is to it. This dysphagia has a lot of different causes, but one of them is connected to mental illness. I just got those mental illness genes, and I grabbed every one of them. But what happens when I swallow food, it just seems to lump right here, and I can't get it down. And poor Rhett, I've done this all my life. I will throw up eventually because I can't swallow it. I'll just be choking. The poor little thing, he'll be 10 in October. If he's with Casey and I call and he knows it's me, he says to Casey, "Is she choking? Is she choking?" He knows if Grandma is choking, run get a washcloth and a bucket or a bowl or something because she's about to throw up. When my family eats with me, I let them fix their plates first, and then I fix mine last. I start eating after they're about to go through because I'm afraid I'll throw up. I mean, I do. The food just gets stuck there, and I can't get it down. Molly's barking because Casey's here. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. We're parked at the place where Casey gets her allergy shot. About that channel, Mima is very cute too. She makes the cutest Mrs. Santa Claus. Andy, don't cry. I really hope you go over and visit with Mima and Gigi. Okay, then I had a couple more questions. Somebody asked me if my hair was naturally curly. Well, all my life it was stick straight, except the older I get, it's starting to get curly. If I don't blow dry it, And if I don't, you know, take a shower and then get out and outside where the wind is blowing, it's basically a hot hair dryer. If I'm in the house, it curls up a little bit. So I'm getting naturally curly hair. Casey has really curly hair. My youngest son has really curly hair. And my youngest grandson, my second, oh gosh, I'm sorry, brain, get it together. I have 2 grandsons that are Becky's children. Her second son, he has curly hair. Rhett and Taylor don't. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, my son's hair is so curly. He used to shave his head all the time when he was like late teens because it was just so hard to manage those thick curls. And in the video about my Pioneer Woman chairs, I worded it wrong, and I said I gave 2 away. And one of my subs said, "Why'd you give them away?" And no, I meant I had told you I didn't have a dining room table set, and that Casey was always saying she wanted to find me one at a garage sale. I have card tables, and it doesn't bother me a bit. Material things aren't real important to me because I've lost so much that I really would like to have had. I just don't let myself get attached to things anymore. Well, anyway, Casey was always saying, "Let's go to a garage sale, we'll find Grandma a table." That's why Taylor worked so hard to find one and found one in her Lulu's garage. I had a small table with 4 chairs. And at one point, Casey didn't have furniture right after her divorce, so I gave her that. And I eventually bought a square table and 4 pub chairs, a tall table, you know, and 4 pub chairs. I loved that thing, but at that time I lived on the 2nd floor, and going up and down the stairs, my knees were horrible. I could not make it up and down the stairs. And I could get in that pub height, counter height chair, but to get down would jar my knees so bad, I just wanted to make me cry. I could not get out of those chairs without especially this one knee hurting so bad. So when my oldest grandson graduated from high school, his mother, we're just a bunch of poor people, poor working people. Becky didn't have a dining room table set either, and she wanted to have a little graduation party for him at her house. So I told Casey, if you will give her that little table and 4 chairs, I'll give you my pub table set, because she really liked it too. And she said, okay. So Becky got a table and chairs to have so she could have some people over for Mason's graduation party. Casey got the pub table and the pub chairs that she really liked, and my knees don't hurt anymore. So no, I didn't give away the 2 Pioneer Woman chairs. I had given away 2 dining room table sets. That's what that is. I meant to make a peach pound cake yesterday, but it was just so hot, I just could not convince myself to turn the oven on until later. And then we had a bad lightning thunderstorm. I mean, the lightning was so close, it just rattled my living room window. But I've got the eggs and the butter out, getting up to room temperature now. So I've got to bake it today. But this video is getting so long, I'll probably either film that and post later tonight or sometime tomorrow. Because I know some of you don't like long videos. Some of you request long videos. And you know me, I can just sit here and talk forever. But anyway, I think I'll stop this now and let you know it's the 3rd of July. Beautiful day. Not too incredibly hot. It's in the 90s, but at least we're not 100. And Casey got me out of the apartment to come ride with her to get her allergy shot. She made me some chocolate chip cookies And I ate those in the car. Now I have to have something to drink. So we're going to go to Sonic for happy hour and get a cherry limeade. And then I'm going to go home and make that peach sour cream pound cake. All right, guys. I'm hoping you're having a wonderful day, too. If you like comedy, go listen to Leanne Morgan. Visit Crafty Traveler. Visit Mima and Gigi. If you would, please. Tell them Carol sent you over. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. See you in the morning. Please leave me a thumbs up and please leave a comment. I'm embarrassed and I apologize that I'm so far behind on responding to comments. I stay at about 300 that I haven't answered yet. And I'll do a whole bunch and think I'll get caught up, and then I don't. But please don't stop leaving comments. Honestly, please do not stop leaving comments for me. I love reading your comments. Honestly, that's what I do this for, so I can visit with you. Okay, hope you're doing good, and I'll see you in the morning. No, don't leave. I'm going to show you the cake. It didn't turn off. I'll see you right now. Okay, I'm going to make this sour cream.